stereotypes, just objective perspective, honest debate, and everything happening across the sports landscape. Now, let's join the chase.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? This is the Sports Chasers, man, coming to you live and direct here on a Thursday night. I am Kevin Warren, your host and moderator. I know it says D-Dubs on there, but we'll fix that here in a little bit, man. Hey, before we start, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bells for all the notifications. And for those that's listening under the sound of my voice on the podcasting side, on Apple, Spotify, you name it, any major podcast platform, do us a favor. Give us that 1, that 2, that 3, that 4, that 5-star. 5-star review. Hey, the 5-star, you know what it does for us? It helps us with the algorithm, man. It helps us, get this content out to you, man. Hey, shout out to a couple of countries, man, that's holding us down, man. Me and D-Dub was looking at some of the analytics today. Who was holding us down? England?
Yeah,
Great Britain. Hey, shout out to Iran. I'm pretty sure there's like some bases over there, something, man. But we're number 2 in sports news over there, man.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. What was it? Number 200 something? 199.
No, 199 in the U.S.
In the U.S.
According to Milepod.
Yeah, Milepod, man. So, man, listen, we're trying to give you this objective perspective when it comes to sports, man. No narratives, no hot takes, none of that stuff, man. And we appreciate you for keep on rocking with us, man. 7 years it's been, man. And I love the independent content creator. You know why? Because the first word, independent. So, with that said, they're not in it. Yeah, that's right. All what he just said, ours. You know what?
No whispering.
No whispering.
Yo, say this. Yeah.
Say not to nobody, man. So, nah, man. It's very dope, man. There's so many out there, man. Shout
out to all the independent content creators, man. I listen to a lot of it along with our stuff. So, there's a lane for everybody. And I shout out to them, man. All you gotta do is get out there and hit record, man. That's it.
Hit record and have something purposeful to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do some fact checking, do some research.
Forever fact checking. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do that, you be good, man.
People be lying. As I discussed to you earlier today, man, I was like, man.
People be lying.
I don't understand, like, what you lying for? Like, we can't look at this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a researcher, man. You're not just going to tell me any old type of thing and not think that I'm going to go and look it up.
But that's the purpose when you go to higher education, when you go to, even in high school and stuff like that, you learn how to cite and fact check stuff.
I don't understand how people, but Kev, they get on this platform that records you, like it's recording me and you tonight on a Thursday night, recording, and they get up here and start lying and say these outrageous, outlandish lies and act like it's like nobody's going to figure this thing out. But what the hell do I know? Yeah, man. Just make sure you guys click, subscribe, share the content, man. We appreciate all you guys that represent, helps us out. So we appreciate you guys.
And on somebody's parade, look at that.
It's gonna be doing a lot of that this weekend. So, hey, by the way, go ahead and get your eggs, your bread, because you might be locked down for a couple of days. So,
that's some breaking news. We're giving you the
So you guys be safe out there. Don't do nothing crazy. That job will be there. But what good is it if you're not there? So
safely.
Yeah, man. So that's all I got for it.
All right, so let's go to the Chasers Post. Y'all know what it is when it comes to the Chasers Post. It's the hottest news. That's what's going down in the sports arena, man. Let me go to my first article here, and this is from CBS Sports. This was 2 days ago. College football has officially entered the legal age when contracts, NIL, and transfer portal decisions collide, and you get a lawsuit that could change the sport. Here's what's going down in Durham with Duke and Darian Mensah. Duke University has filed a lawsuit against quarterback Darian Mensah After he announced plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal, the lawsuit claims Mensah broke a multi-year contract. Man, we've been talking this by attempted to leave and seeks to enforce arbitration and prevent him from enrolling or playing elsewhere. Duke requested a temporary restraining order to block Mensah from entering the portal, enrolling at another school, playing football elsewhere, and licenses his name and image and likeness, NIL, through the judge.
Another contract breaker, huh?
Yeah, denied part of that request regarding portal entry. The contract in question reportedly runs through December 31st, 2026, and was agreed upon before the 2025 season, giving Duke exclusive NIL rights with the player. A judge ruled Duke must enter Mensah's name into the transfer portal despite the legal fight.
Wow.
But further legal action over enrollment and player status continues. There will be further hearings scheduled. A court will address Duke's remaining requests and the enforcement of the contract at February 2nd, 2026 preliminary injunction hearing. Mensah has previously committed to return to Duke, but reversed course on the last day of transfer portal window. Miami is widely speculated to be, go figure, to be a leading landing spot, and Mensah completes his transfer. Let's some of the things here. So we have unprecedented legal action here with the NCAA and its players, right? These are student athletes / semi-pro players, right? Because they're not unionized or anything like that, so they're still quote unquote players and students, right? It's not every day a school sues its own starting quarterback, but this highlights the evolving complexities of NIL contracts and player mobility. I will say this. The NCAA has a bunch of smart people up top, and they have some people that are not so smart. I don't like to call people stupid or dumb, but I'll just say not so smart, right?
Not so smart guy.
Because y'all knew this was coming. Y'all knew this was coming. Y'all knew that this was precedent going to come, and now we have all this. And my main man, as he joins the stream, the DA, is right on center point here. DA,
right on time, my brother. What's up, DA?
Hey, man.
What's really good with you?
What it is, man.
DA is our college football dude, man. All things college football. DA, I was talking about the Duke and Darian Mensah legality thing that's going on. With Duke is suing him for breaking Darian Mensah, for breaking the contract and entering the NCAA transfer portal.
I really feel, right, that the colleges should continue to do this, right? Because I think it's a good lesson for the young men that are entering contracts, not knowing what entering a contract means. Because that's what this is. You just can't walk away and break out from a contract. That's just it, kind of. Nobody else in the world gets to do that. And son, you will not get to do that either, right? And I understand you saying, well, there's a greener grass over there. Well, you should have thought about that when you signed the first contract. When you signed with Duke, Duke wasn't trying to. Cause if he looked at it, he would have understood that this would be the second time this has happened to Duke. I think 2 years ago, the quarterback from Notre Dame came from Duke. So he was their quarterback, and then he left to go to Notre Dame. So, get more money, more of this, more of that. He went to go get where the grass was greener. And that is not a problem, but you got to pay for greener grass. My grass is $250 a bag. So, so yeah, you can go and I think who won them? Miami won.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Miami wants them, correct?
Yeah, but the reality is that if like I said, these kids have been sold a bill of goods. I'm not trying to say I know because y'all kill me about they ain't kids, but they're kids in this sense. They haven't done this type of business before.
Correct. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't.
That's fair.
That,
that's fair. That's fair.
They don't understand that when they jump into these deals with these schools, these lawyers, and they are lawyers that they're talking to, that there's 18 pages of shit that they haven't even laid their eyes on within the contract. You know what I mean? Like, when people laugh about, golly gee, all these papers to when I buy my house, well, if you don't read them, you'll be stuck like Chuck, son.
Well, it's kind of something like student loans, but go ahead.
So you may as well sit down and just take care of your business,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yeah, so yeah, they're just not letting them walk free. It's nothing. And there's a lot of businesses where people don't let you do that. So there's a lot of jobs where you can't do that. NDAs. I get that all the time. I can't go from one bank to another bank. It's it is what it is, man.
And
But
you can't sign no $20,000 signing bonus with a police department and break out either with you to not pay back.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So my thing is, okay, son, and this is what I'm saying, like if Miami is giving you enough bread to pay back Duke what you owe them, then give them back what you owe them and get the rest of your money. I'm not sure what the issue would be, to be honest with you. If that's what you want to do, if going to Miami is what you want to do, then brother, you understand you got to pay that. Pay like you weigh, brother. Pay like you weigh. And you get that money back and say, Duke says, well, we want $1 million back. You get your $1 million from Miami and give that to Duke. Don't be greedy. That's the one thing that the lesson that these kids should learn in business is don't be greedy. Because whether or not you think other people are being greedy, you're not in the weeds of their contract. Like you're not in the doing everything within their contract. So, the reality is that you don't get in another man's business. That's basically the best way I can tell you. And it's not exactly what you think, right? So you're saying, oh man, well, listen, give these people back their money, right? So you can go on scot-free. It's just like, if you were a girl and, you break up with a girl before you get to the next one. So you ain't got no problems. But if you hold on to this Duke money, it ain't going to work.
No, because
I'm pretty sure you can't play. They won't let you play if you still got their bread. So that's what I understand. So don't be mad. Nobody cheated you.
No.
Your mother and father didn't look over your paperwork right.
Good point. I mean, it's a contract, and D-Dub says something, and some people might not like what he just said, but kind of like student loans, man. Whether we like it or not, hell,
it is what it is.
I'm still paying it back too. Yeah,
I gotta pay, man. I mean, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? You took that credit card out. I'm gonna run this Macy's card up, man. $55.
Wow. They took mine from me. They said I ain't spend enough money in there. So they took mine from me in New York City. Told me you can't have it no more. So I said, well, I ain't need to buy nothing. That's the other thing. Like I didn't know. Right? Like you, Kev, he's young in New York, early 90s. You know what we do. We run up in Macy's, get our little credit card. You're doing what we doing. I don't need it. I don't spend it. I don't go in there. I don't, what I'm saying?
Right.
And next thing I know, I get
I was the opposite. I ran it up.
Nah, like I didn't use
I ran it up, and then they told me, "Oh no, I don't know who you think you are, sir."
Yeah, I didn't use mine.
Yeah.
Told me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta. You don't use it. We'll take this from you. I'm like, well, hold on.
Yeah, that's the other side of it. When you if you're responsible with it, and then they like, oh, you're not using it enough.
That just happened to me 2 weeks ago. I won't call it out, man, but I was very miffed and tiffed about that. But the other extreme is like D said, when we was all working together back in the 90s, and I had a Macy's card, and I broke the contract, and so those people was calling the job, man. And no, the guy said, I say, I ain't got it right now. He says, he asked me, do you have anybody?
Hey, what you said? They start calling the job, asking for.
He said,
"Yo, is he there?
No, but I asked
is the moderator there."
He said, "Do you have anybody to lend you the money, Mr. Warren?"
Nope.
I said, no. I said, no. I said, well, how about you? And then he got really indignant with me. He's like, "Oh, that's preposterous, Mr. Warren." I hung the phone up on him, man. Long story short, I learned my lesson.
You asking me about loans? I'm asking you.
No. But long story short,
chocolate can't help me.
Stop it, man.
Yeah.
Chocolate cannot help me. I'm letting you know that right now.
Shout out to the Melbourne folks back in TIA.
That's my man. Chocolate said I can't. Okay,
Bro.
No, I ain't got that, man.
Yo, man. But, again, let me just go back to where we at, man. The judge's decision to force Duke to enter into the portal, despite the lawsuit, underscores the tension between the NCAA rules and private contracts. If Duke succeeds in restricting Mensa's ability to enroll or play elsewhere pending arbitration, it could start a new precedent, for better or for worse, across all of college football. Go ahead, D.
A lot of stuff coming with that, but
yes,
it's not here just yet, but it's coming, and they'll see. Like it ain't gonna be what everybody think it is, man. Right? Because these schools are not gonna get that. And you know what? They got the money to give up, but they all playing Master P right now. Everybody Master Petty. They're just saying letting you run off with their money, man. And I don't blame them. To be quite honest with you, I don't blame them for
it's a business at the end of the day, man.
It sure enough is, and I would not
listen.
Again,
if they was on the flip side of this, they wouldn't let that happen to them either, and they wouldn't like it. So what are we talking about? So let's just
have to. I thought that one of the things that it would be good with was the fact that kids would learn business a little earlier. They would get into things a little, you know what I'm saying, like learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it just seems like, unfortunately, they're going into this shit blind. As you know, they're always blind. When you buy your new car, you do, you know,
blind and emotional, D. Blind and emotional.
You underwater from the time you drive the car out the lot. So, you know, it's like, dang, you know, you trying to tell them, like, don't.
$90,000 on that Hellcat.
Yeah, don't do that.
Your payment is $2,000 a month.
Yeah, well, it's buy the Hellcat, right?
Well, that's because that's part of the emotional part, Kev, right? That's part of the I gotta floss it now. I gotta stunt on these, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? So these cats are young, and unfortunately, people. I think there's enough information out there, D. There's a lot of education, information out there, but you know, people.
There's not a lot of help. Like, information with the wrong use is no help. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's information, but if it's not put on you the right way to where you even know what you're looking at and how you're looking at it, like, you know, you can have, you know, you can know how to play chess, but if you know you don't know how to read the board.
So you saying direction? There's no direction.
There's no direction. You can have people know. Okay. People know what is going on and what's happening, but the reality is that there is really not much else that can be done, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really not much can be done right now. And, you know, so I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel bad at all. Like, I'm not, you know, I don't feel bad for the players or for the school. It's a business. It's a business deal. And some schools have come out on the wrong side because they didn't do their thing right. And they got in a contract with a kid and they left. And they lost a lot of money. So, I mean, it's happened on both sides. You know? So, again, my thing, the only thing that confuses me is I don't understand how a $1 billion business doesn't have rules around their business when they're doing it. That's all. Because I'm telling you, coaches, when they are leaving from one school to go to another school, everything is going to be paid out, got back, and everything else is ironclad. Guaranteeing you that. These coaches know how much they got to pay back, how much they owe this one, how much they get from this, and how much is coming from that. They know. They know these things. Oh, well, you got to pay back this, you get that. Now you're paying for your house, so you get this, stipend for this. So, you know, Lane Kiffin knew every dime he'd have to pay back to Mississippi, what he didn't have to pay back, you know, everything. He knew it. It wasn't no confusion. You know, there was nothing left up to chance that he didn't know. He knew everything, you know, that was coming down the pipe at him. So I'm just not sure why they let these contracts with these players be so willy-nilly. I'm I'm really not sure. But hey, I just know if it was one of my kids, I'd have a lawyer reading every line to me. So
it's a fact. It's a fact. We're actually we have the interview sessions here. We had a young lady on it. We had Shelly Howard, and she talked about NIL and all that stuff. I'm about to have another young lady on here in a few weeks, and who was actually an athlete and an Olympian, and she's going to break it all down for us, man. So look for that. Not only do we like to do sports and, of course, and some of the entertainment that comes with the sports, man, but I would like to really think that our channel is also a channel of education, man. So make sure y'all check out the interview sessions, man. We had Mr. Thomas McGovern on here. He talked about NIL from the perspective is this is going to, come to some kind of powder keg one day with NIL and the NCAA, man. So check that episode out. A lot of great information when it comes to that, man.
That's the NCAA's fault. They could have gave Ed O'Bannon and those kids that money way back when and never had this problem. So, that's how it started.
And if you don't know who Ed O'Bannon is, go to YouTube and check it out, man. And also, Ed O'Bannon, the reason why y'all didn't have college EA Sports for like 10, 15 years is because of that. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
You're going to put my name and my image and like this? That looked like, remember back in the days when Jordan, these kids don't know nothing about that, but when Jordan was number 99 and he was the best in the game.
Yeah. Because they had to,
Mike was like, nah, y'all got to pay me more.
Yeah.
Until they came to some kind of
just not gonna have me out here.
Right.
You just not gonna have me out here, black dude 99 with the ball head. Like, nah.
99.
And his overall rating is 110.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But it was, the reality was that they were trying to get over on people, and that was just the truth, and that's what was happening. So at the end of the day, it came back to bite them in the butt. But and so it did. And EA Sports had to pay, and I'm still not sure all the kids that should have got some money off of that got money off of it. You know what I mean? Because there's so many kids and playing college sports and college football, and that you were using them, but I guess for fun. I'm not sure. I wasn't one of the people that was into getting that paper, so I don't know. But I know for a fact a lot of people that got jerked on that one. That their names is on games, and you're playing the game and you see them and whatever, and So it wasn't right, but it was the way the world was,
It was the way the world was, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Let me move on for that. Like I said, man, look for more of this to come. This definitely will come, man. But check us out when we'll highlight it when that interview comes up. With talking about NIL and NCAA contracts and things of that nature, man. Let me move on to the next story, man. I'm just gonna go say it. Tonight, I should say, the Chasers Post. We dive into the latest NBA off-court drama involving the Lakers' leadership. Jeanie Buss responds to reporters about her relationship with LeBron James and the Bronny James situation.
Yeah, her.
Mean for the Lakers moving forward. And this is from CBS Sports. And this is, let me just go into it. Jeanie Buss's public response. Lakers governor Jeanie Buss issued a statement pushing back against a recent ESPN report that suggested tensions between her and LeBron James, calling it unfair to involve James in family drama and emphasize his contributions to the franchise. Allegations in the ESPN report, the underlying report claimed Buss was frustrated with LeBron's attitude and influence on the organization, including that she felt that he wasn't sufficiently grateful after the Lakers drafted his son, Bronny James, in the 2024 NBA draft. Bronny James draft and the gratitude narrative. It was reported that Jeanie Buss privately felt LeBron should have shown more appreciation for the Lakers drafting Bronny, a move widely covered in NBA circles given its historic father-son nature. The Lakers are navigating on-court competition, currently the middle of the pack in the Western Conference, while handling off-court narratives, including leadership dynamics and superstar relationships. Other outlets noted that ESPN's piece also touched upon broader Buss family infighting and the Lakers' recent sale, and Mark Walter adding complexity to the nature. Let me jump in here first on this one, man. So when I saw this or heard this yesterday, I was like, I don't want to hear anything from Jeanie Buss. I don't want to hear anything. You know who this dude was. You know what it was about. And now you're complaining about it. Please miss me all the way. Now, y'all probably know on this show, I'm not the biggest LeBron James guy. I'm really not. But with that said, you know, Jeanie Buss, what you was getting. And now you want to complain about it. I mean, if you complain about it, secretly, that's fine. But publicly, I'm not trying to hear you. Nope. You know what it was. You had a whole history lesson of it done 2 or 3 times with the franchises he was with prior. Cleveland twice and Miami once. So I don't want to hear it now. She's trying to play the PR game. In fact, hey, your dude who you was with, Phil Jackson, told you what time it was. I mean, he told all of us what time it was. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear anything from Jeanie Buss. In my opinion, I think she after, unfortunately, when Dr. Buss passed away, man, I think she's had a big thing of this franchise really not being that good. In fact, I think today's the anniversary of Kobe getting 81.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jeanie Buss, no. Mm-mm. You don't get that. No, I'm sorry. Nope.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, yo, listen, she absolutely.
She's got to hold this one.
Yeah, she got to hold this one. You placated to this guy. You let him come in. I mean, now mind you, we're not gonna poo-poo on the guy. Now, again, that makes 2 of us who don't really care for this guy.
Yeah,
I don't. You could check back into the Chase's archives.
Yes, you can.
Go back to the Sports Chase's archives, and it's just funny that we predicted all this was going to happen. All this stuff is coming out, and this is just a how you say it? This is just showing that this guy is overstaying his welcome in the NBA also. But let's not poo-poo on this guy that he did bring some type of relevance back to you guys, because you guys was what, 8, almost 10 years out without doing anything, because they won a championship in 2010. That was it up until the bubble chip, and then again, I don't really count that bubble chip. So again, yeah, did he bring y'all a little bit of a shine and light? Yeah, he did. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm not 100% agreeing that she it's all his fault now. Nah, you did all this stuff. It doesn't happen unless y'all sign and put in to say, hey, Bronny, come on in. You knew this guy was showing his ass before all that. So, don't get me to crying. You think you gonna get me to shed a tear for you guys? Nah,
nah. DA.
Got no love for billionaires acting like dummies. So
yeah,
and then trying to act like, oh man, woe is me. Well, whatever. You'll be all right, or you won't. You'll be all right, or you won't.
Yeah.
I can care less.
She's all right, man. She sold the team for $10 billion. So
yeah. We told you that, and that's what, like, don't say it now. We don't want to hear it now.
Yeah, we don't really want to hear it.
Like the contract is off your books now. You're not paying Bronny or Bron right now, so I don't want to hear nothing from you. None of it matters to me. None of it, because you're not paying Bronny or Bron right now. The other dude is paying them. So God bless you. Right off into the sunset. Yeah. And if you expected something else from him, then that's boo-hoo on you, because I wouldn't expect nothing out of him. So that's it. God bless you. Have a good night.
Yeah, I really ain't got nothing for Jeanie Buss, man.
Nope. I was like, man, this is a non-story for me. And I was like, man, she's got a lot of nerve. She's got a lot of nerve, man. But we told you. We've been on this platform 7, 8, going on 8 years. We've been on this platform. We've been told you. What it is.
I told you this guy what he was going to do, the whole nine. And now, it's funny because I'm just starting to hear people like, man, I wish this guy retired. I wish, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, it's time.
So
time for him to go.
So the younger ones can shine through, so we can see, what I'm saying, the Ant-Mans, the SGAs of the world, man. We just want to just concentrate on that, man. And I'm not even going to even mention the All-Star game, but I just mentioned it, man. But it's a non-news story for me, man. It's a non-news story.
Yeah, and the streak is over, and you know what? Again, nobody's trying to, he should be there. No, because guess what? He showed his ass last year, pulled out in the 9th hour. So you know what, man, LeBron, please, like everybody, I think that's just showing you everybody's like, please go away. You're not gonna get that rocking chair. You're not gonna get all this fanfare, hoopla. You're not gonna get all that. You went as far as putting some old cheap.
Oh my God!
Label pasty on your uniform, dog. Stop. Like,
oh my God, man!
Like it wasn't even the start of the year. You gonna put this roll this thing out in in January? Yo, fam, it's time for you to go. I don't know what else is saying. It's time for you to go. Then it's time for you to go, and please just go and bow out. I'm done, Cav. I really, to be honest with you, I'm sorry. You guys are way too kind. I'm sorry. And to be honest with you, man, basketball is awful, man. Yo, where's Ryan at? I know he's gonna be the one to be like, "Oh, guys, but it's not for you." Yeah, whatever. I got people my age, younger, saying the same thing. So I know we all can't be crazy.
On that note, I'm going to move on to the NFL.
Yeah, please, man.
To the NFL, man.
Thank you.
Let's bring a little brevity back here. Hey, they got a couple new hirings in the NFL. Let me just go this, and this is from, of course, who's this from? This is from Sports Illustrated here. Excuse me, no, I'm sorry, Yahoo Sports. Before we dive into today's NFL coaching carousel shakeups, let's take a look at how the newest hires and coordinators additions are being graded. From head coaches like Jess Minter and John Harbaugh to key offensive minds like Mike McDaniel and Eric Bieniemy. So, this is the first. Jess Minter, he was hired, I believe, as the Ravens' new coach. He earns high marks for his new role as a head coach, bringing defensive expertise and strong leadership to the Ravens. John Harbaugh is also graded well for his transition into a new head coaching position with the New York Football Giants, with value placed on his experience and proven track record. And then you got offense coordinators. You have Mike McDaniels. He gets positive grades moving into an offensive coordinator role with the LA Chargers, recognized for his offensive creativity and experience. And I think Mike McDaniels, I'll say this before I go to the rest of the guys, I think Mike McDaniels is probably one of those guys who's not per se a head coach, man, but he might be just a really great offensive mind or defensive mind.
I think that was a good fit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where he can go in and he can just do his thing, man, and not worry about the other, just concentrate on the offense, man. Sometimes it's just not meant to be like that, man. So Eric Bieniemy, he receives praise as an OC, valued for his play calling history and offensive system success, especially with Kansas City.
Damn, Eric.
Yeah.
You still can't get. God.
Yeah, man. Kevin Stefanski got hired by Atlanta this past week, man. Go ahead, D-Dub. Your thoughts on
the people in Atlanta are upset. They are upset for a bevy of reasons. They don't think that was a good fit. First pick for Matt Ryan. Excuse me. They didn't think it was a good selection by Matt Ryan selecting Stefanski, and this is all due to this whole Dion and his son Shador. So, but again, things start changing when you start winning. So, Kevin starts winning, all that stuff everybody talking about goes away.
definitely.
Yeah.
DA, your thoughts on some of these hires?
I think they're all good. I don't see anyone I didn't like. I mean, they're hires, man. When you get there, you do the job. I think McDaniel will be fine. I even think Salah will be fine. I think he'll learn what he did wrong with the Jets, and he won't do that with the Titans.
That's right. Robert Saleh goes to Tennessee.
Well,
Yeah,
and yo, hold on, D. That's another thing. I think that's also a good. That just shows you too that people are not really taking the Jets seriously either, because Robert Saleh he went back to San Francisco, was able to do what he did with that team,
Yeah.
even with all the injuries, and still get a job. So that just tells you too
well,
that
they
some of
can,
these jobs that you go to, the Jets, is like, yo, they don't even take you guys serious, because you look at that between Salah and what's my quarterback out of Seattle. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jets, y'all better get that stuff
It's a
together.
dysfunctional organizational. It's a
Yeah.
dysfunctional organization.
And this is what I'm
so
saying.
They really
You can't really go by what happened at certain organizations. Doesn't mean that what happened there is going to translate to what you guys got now. That's why I'm talking to the people in Atlanta. So yeah, I think y'all got a good coach, man. I think I just need to chill for a minute and just let it play out. But what do I know? I'm just
I would just wait and see, man. I don't think he's a bad
No.
coach. I don't think it's even the Shador situation, because he was.
I
he
know
was
it's
kinda
not, but
up
these
before that.
people are conjuring up this stuff in their head and saying, that it has
He was
nothing to
hung
do
up
with that.
be-
But go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got Deshaun Watson. The bunch of
Yeah.
things that were done that just didn't make a bunch of sense. But it's cool.
Mhm.
It's cool because it's his job to have and to do well at. That's what he's there to do. So we'll just wait and see, and let him be the coach that everybody thinks he is. We'll wait and see, man. If it doesn't happen here, because they have a lot of talent in Atlanta, then then maybe there's an issue.
Right.
Right? They got Dijon and Pratt and the other receiver and a good quarterback, so they got a pretty good team. So we'll see. If he fumbles the ball, then we'll see. If he doesn't do anything with it, then yeah, okay, well, it's on him.
Let's even go back to this, right? Even with your man Robert Saleh, right? He's with the Jets, and the Niners tell him to come back home. The Niners know what they got in them, and like you said, D-Dubs, the Jets, we can't take you seriously. And this also reminds me, what's my man with New England? Who's a really good
Vrabel.
No, not Brable. What's
Oh.
the one? The OC that was always, he's Bill Belichick. That's his dad, pretty much. What is his name? He went out to I can't think of his name. The OC. They used to be not Parcells, Belichick's OC. What is his name? I can't think of his name real quick. Well, it'll come to me. But who?
Bill O'Brien.
No, the other one.
McDaniel.
Yes, McDaniel, right? Josh McDaniel. Yes.
Josh McDaniel. I wanted to say McDaniel, but I keep on thinking about Mike.
Josh McDaniel. What happened? The time that Josh McDaniel he left the nest, got his ass kicked, so to speak, from time to time, and then came back home. Sometimes it's just not for that guy, especially in football. D knows this. It's very complex, trying to put together a winning locker room, and sometimes fans be wanting this and be like, man, y'all don't know what's out there. Y'all better keep what y'all got, man. So,
not to mention, like Sean McDermott, I think he's a good, hell of a coach. I think he should get a job somewhere. Hopefully, he won't take the Raiders. If the Raiders and Cleveland's out there, just sit this. Just sit it out, man. Wait till next year, man, because I'm sure you could probably get one of these other gigs next year, better gigs than what's out there now. So, but hopefully he'll land a spot. You got a lot of guys. What's my man Raheem Morris? I thought he he didn't get a real good.
Yeah,
I don't think he's bad. You know, he did good in spurts.
Yeah, I don't think he's bad either.
Of the season there. You know, he win a few games, 4 or 5 games in a row, lose some games, win some games.
I mean, hell,
so,
he's 8-9. He's tied. He's tied with the rest of the. So how bad could he? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll definitely see. What I wanted to point out, too, the Dolphins, they had a hiring too. Considering the pitfalls of the Dolphins, Miami did fine, and this is from Yahoo Sports as well. They're grading landing Hafley, who was a hot name after 2 good seasons in Green Bay with the Green Bay Packers. He's as a defensive coordinator. Hafley steps into a tough situation with quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Time in Miami likely done, and a massive dead salary cap hit in his wake. Yeah, they paid Tua a lot of money, and that's going to be crazy.
Right, handicap him.
Yeah, there are other issues with the roster. Reuniting the new Dolphins general manager, John Eric Sullivan, who has been the Packers vice president of player personnel. So, you know, he goes in and, you know, he gets some familiar people, man. Hopefully it'll work out. He has some head coaching experience. He was at Boston College for 4 seasons. That should help him with what might be a rough transition season or 2 as the Dolphins start to build back up. And if you remember, the Dolphins were perennial playoff teams back here a couple of years when, you know, we had everybody healthy. You know, Tua had all his tools. You know, what's his name was they had their wide receivers. They had the running game going, and then, you know, a couple of injuries, and, you know, and when you start losing, what happens? Everything gets on your nerve, and everything comes out, man. You know, oh man, this guy doesn't brush his teeth, or this guy watches porn in his phone, and all that stuff. All that stuff comes out when you're not.
Well, you know, I think the first year you're gonna have to. First of all, kudos to Miami. They hired a new GM, right?
Yes, sir.
So they hired a new GM, got a new coach. The GM knows the coach. So this is a reunion for both of them, if I'm not mistaken. John Eric Sullivan, right?
Yes, sir.
So you got him and you got the head coach. So they're gonna grow together. So they're gonna have to get rid. You know, they're gonna have to figure out this whole Tua thing. Either you're gonna roll with him or get him out of there.
Yeah,
and then that's gonna be
together.
What you said.
I said they're gonna have to grow together, or they're gonna go together.
Yes, absolutely. And they're gonna have. I think they're gonna be on the same page. So, you know, I think this is a good fresh start for Miami.
Yes,
and just redo it, and this is the way to do it. So I think Miami's gonna be okay once they get this contracts and all this stuff together and get people out of there, and they're gonna be fine. They just gotta grow together and just give it time. Okay, he's a first-time head coach.
In the NFL.
You gotta give it time.
You know what you gotta do, D? Well, I told you. You gotta get that stink.
Get that stink.
You gotta get that stink out there.
Gotta get that stench out the air. Get it out the locker room. Correct.
Yeah, that stink gotta go.
Are you trading Tyreek Hill? You Waddle? Any of those guys?
Everybody's up. Everybody's up on for grabs. As far as I'm concerned. Go ahead, D.
The reality is, people always talk about trading this and that, but Kev, you only can trade if somebody else has something to give you back. So you don't know if anybody wants that. You know what I'm saying? So you be able to get that. Like you only want to trade to Kansas City, right? Because though he knows the offense, they took back Kareem Hunt and all the rest of that. Who knows what shenanigans he was doing when he was there, and who knows what he comes back as? If he doesn't come back as what he left, then it's why do I want his ass, right? If I want him. When he was here, he was the fastest man alive. He didn't drop no passes. He caught everything we threw to him. Blah, 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 blah. Now, if he's not doing that, I don't want him. You know, like again, we'll hopefully not get into the conversation, but dudes talk about trading players. I'm like, dude, there has to be some way on the other side of the trade, man.
That's why I hate hypothetical trades, man. I sound like Howie Rose. Shout out to Howie Rose, WFEN Mets play-by-play caller, man. You listen to him back in the days, I remember he used to say, man, I hate. Hey, Howie, can we trade Dave Kingman for?
No.
Dave Kingman.
Can we trade Hubie Brooks for? You were supposed to say no.
No.
So and just
can we trade Howard Johnson for? No.
No. No. Who wants Hojo now? He's 75 years old. He makes $18 billion a month. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the point, man. He hated hypothetical trades, and especially when it doesn't make sense. The money doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Tyreek makes a lot of money, man. Mm-hmm. And he just comes up with a leg injury. So what makes him valuable is his speed. Well, if his legs are fucked up, then you're like, oh, well, hold on.
Ain't so much value there, man. It's like
yeah, and even with Waddle, like, all right, and then you got, dudes that they had on defense. Like, there's just too many things that went on with that team, and Tua, who knows what the heck he is. And for his salary, you're probably not going to have anybody that's going to take on paying that dude.
Sounds like a restructure. Why? Sounds like a restructure deal to me.
He's not restructuring. I wouldn't restructure nothing. Hey, money. I'm gonna be here standing, as Brother E would say, standing tall at the ATM.
Well, if they make the wall come down around him, and start making it a little bit difficult for him, yeah, you can get him out of here. They'll figure out a way to get him out of here if they really want to get.
What I feel about it. If we was all playing D, right? I'm not a dumb dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take all the guaranteed money that I'm owed, and then you can cut me, and then I can go play somewhere else or never play again.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Right, but I'm rich. Right, I had a contract, whatever his contract was. It was a big A contract.
And yeah.
So you can say, oh, well, we don't want you. I'm not doing you no favors. Hey, can we get a hometown? You better get. Well, I'm not from your hometown. What? I'm not from here. Ain't no hometown discount from me.
Well, DA, but in order for this team to win, I'm sorry, but we got the
Don't be here anymore. Maybe if I was guaranteed to stay here.
We going to guarantee you to stay here, sir, but we need you to give back some of that money so we can build around you, so we can have a good team.
I'm here.
I understand that you're here, sir, but
if I'm part of something.
But see, what you're not understanding, that I need to get back some of that money that you got, that we gave you.
That's never gonna happen. Never.
Well, sir, how do we expect to win the Super Bowls if?
I don't know. You shouldn't have gave me that money. If you feel like I know, you wouldn't have gave me that money. Because I tell you, boy, my head hurt all the time. Every time I fall down,
ain't nobody
all my kids, George. You know what?
Hey, Dua, you Dua. That's your name. You're gonna be Dua. Dua, you are taking all the money, and we need to get some of the money back.
I'm not taking anything. You offered it to me.
Yeah, I understand, but you're not playing up to.
Thank you.
You're not paying that. You're not playing up to that level that we once thought you could.
I would have told you that if you'd asked me. I would have told you, listen, I ain't really shit, y'all. I'm really not that good, but you won't give me the money, I'll take it.
Yeah, so with that being said, Kev, Miami's in trouble for a little bit.
I asked them, hey, y'all don't pay no scouts to look at my film. To look at my film, you would have known. You need to fire him to save some money.
Yeah, Kev, do you know the reasoning behind that back? I can't remember. How did he end up getting this contract? What did he show to get?
Years, he did good with that Mike McDaniel's offense, man. They did good.
Okay, that's what happened.
This is the problem with the NFL, and it's been the problem not for a long time. But
you're gonna go back to your $59 million man? Go ahead. Let me.
No. I'm going back to with that Jared Goff. There was another dude that came out that year.
He got paid
when they started giving dudes bread after 2 years.
Well, that's this whole next man up thing. I'm next in line. Yeah. Excuse me, not man up. Next in line.
Next in line. Yeah.
Rosen, right? Rosen. He didn't even play. They gave him his money. They gave Jared Goff a bunch of money. And real talk, we still don't really know if Jared Goff is that good. right? He's on a good team now, and he was a good team with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't really say that. Like, listen, I'm sorry, man. No, I'm not sorry. I'm a 49ers fan. And I've been a 49ers fan since 1980, world. And I can
Let me
name
find that for you.
the bad quarterbacks that we've had before I can name all of the good ones that we had. Like I can say Jim Druckenmiller, yeah, that was a
Damn.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot
Wow.
about him, man. Damn.
Right? Elvis Gerback was okay. Jeff Garcia was actually good. Wasn't great, but he was good. Steve the Bird was good. Not, yeah, he was bad. Steve the Bird was right? Steve Young, Joe Montana, whether people like him or not for his political views or not, Colin Kaepernick, that dude balled out. Straight up and down. Like, man, like if we didn't have Oka, we lost to the Giants. One year, if we had old boy was not dropping every punt that he was supposed to return.
Oh yeah, that
was dropping them all. I think we might have been okay in those games. At least I believe so. But this dude, Alex Smith, had an 80-yard touchdown run against I think they were the New Orleans. Good quarterbacks, man. So, and you know what? I'm not going to say that my man Jimmy G, my cousin Jimmy, I'm not going to say he was that bad. He just wasn't that good. You know what he did? He threw the ball to the other team. But I say that to say this, man, that with these quarterbacks, they started giving dudes money quick after 2 years. So, yo, he's going to give him that bread. We're like, yo, dog, like, we're looking at it as older football fans, like, damn, why don't you wait till he does something before you give him that kind of bread? But you know what? Hey, what do we know, right? What do we know? And it's not our money. So, but we're thinking about like, okay, like would you give the Giants quarterback their money now? A new contract now? He's only been there a year? No, you want 2-3 years in. It was okay. Yeah, Jackson. All right, we're messing with you, man. All right. You acting right on the field, you acting right off the field. We believe we can mess with you, right? Don't give him the money today, but that's what we have in the NFL. And that's what happened with Tua, because Tua wasn't even close to being at the end of it. It's 5 years for first-round draft picks, man.
5, yeah.
Like, why did you give him the money now? That's all. You know what, man? I wish I had a quarterback now, because you can get that money,
Hey, what was the quarterbacks you said for the Niners? You said Jeff Garcia, you said Kaepernick, and then you said somebody else.
Oh, Jim Druckenmiller?
Druckenmiller? Okay. Can't remember. I was trying to compare.
Alex Smith?
That's Elvis Gerback. Elvis Gerback. Was it Gerback?
Yeah. Great, but he wasn't bad.
Yeah. I was just trying to remember. The names that you brought up, and I was trying to just going back in history and trying to, was those quarterbacks that the Niners had better than Tony Romo? And Tony Romo still outplayed all those quarterbacks.
Yeah, Tony Romo was a good quarterback until
Tony Romo was a stud. He was. You say what you want to say about him, like Romo was good. Yeah,
and then they would make the same mistakes.
The same mistakes. Yeah, that's what would kill him. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Let me move on real quick here. Let me get to hockey real quick. Dan will be proud of me. I'm just gonna the power rankings, and this is from Power Rankings tonight. Today we'll highlight a fascinating NHL trend: the playmakers leading the league in assists across all 32 teams. It's not just about goals anymore; it's about assist leaders. And this is from TSN. So let me just get them from the numbers real quick. Colorado, they're number 1. Tampa Bay is number 2. Nikita Kucherov tops the league in long-term assist totals. Carolina's 31 and 5th. They're number 3. Sebastian Aho is pacing for a career high in assists. Number 4 is the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings are burning. Lucas Raymond leads Detroit with strong assist numbers. Number 5 is the Montreal Canadiens. Lane Houston is among the top in assists leaders NHL-wide. Nick Suzuki is also high leaders in assists. Vegas Golden Knights is number 6. Jack Eichel with high assists per games since 2024-2025. Dallas Stars are number 7. Mikko Rantanen is leading Dallas in assists. Number 8 is the Minnesota Wild at 28 and 14 and 9. Quinn Hughes leads team with assist pace. The Buffalo Sabres, they're 27 and 17 and 5. Rasmus Dahlin is his top assist man for the Sabres. Number 10 is the Islanders, the New York Islanders. Matthew Brazil leads assists with support from defensemen. And then you got 11, the Boston Bruins, Dave Pasternak, he leads Boston in assists. Toronto Maple Leafs, Dan's Toronto Maple Leafs. It's not Dan's, but Dan trolls the Maple Leafs all the time. Anytime he gets a chance. Then number 12, William Nylander leads despite missed games. Number 13 is the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid. Man, he's something else. He's dominating with the power play assist stats. Number 14 is Dan's Penguins. That's really Dan's teams. There are number 14, Sidney Crosby's career assists. His greatness is always highlighted. And then you have number 15, the Utah Mammoth. There are Clayton Keller. He's leading in assists and consistency. So we just wanted to break down for you something a little different when it comes to not only the power rankings, but who's making it do when it comes to assist with the NHL. We got NHL talk. So let me go on to the next order of business here. We're pretty much doing the Chasers Post the whole time through. I'm going to deal with this article, and then we get to the NFL preview of championship weekend, championship Sunday. So, but let me get to it with the last 2 segments ago about and giving money back. Let me just set this one up. Tonight, the Chasers Post by the WNBA that's stirring debate across women's sports. The league has released its 2026 schedule, even though there's still no new collective bargaining agreement in place. And what's behind this bold decision and what it means for players, fans, and the business of basketball, man. This is from Yahoo Sports, and it was published today. So some of the notes just to take away from this, the WNBA releases 2026 regular schedule, even though the league and players have not finalized a new collective bargaining agreement. The move comes ahead of the WNBA's 30th anniversary season, slated to run from May 8th through September 24th, 2026, with a 44-game slate similar to 2025. Why did they release it now? League leadership said it allows teams to do a couple of things: to sell tickets and season packages, secure arena dates, confirm travel venues and logistics, begin promotional efforts, all critical business operations. So they didn't want to wait till the last minute. So I don't blame them for this. Critics and observers find this decision confusing or controversial because normally a CBA defines key season parameters like length and structure. The schedule also includes a mid-season break for the FIBA Women's World Cup. A schedule complicates even more planning. So the league is choosing to move forward operationally, release a schedule even while labor negotiations remain unsettled. And then why the schedule matters to the fans, ticket buyers, broadcasters, and arena partners even before a CBA is agreed. Go ahead, DA. You was starting to say something before we.
No, sir. I just
pay us what you owe us, dog.
Oh man,
DA, you gotta pay us what you owe us.
Yeah. Don't tell nobody when we supposed to be playing. We ain't getting our money. We ain't playing ever. You okay? All right.
Yeah, man. You talk about self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction. Yeah, because it's self-destruction, man. Yo, man. I ain't got nothing to say, really, Kev. I'm not gonna These ladies just don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Bad legal advice.
They
Yeah,
got everything advice.
yeah, 100%, D. That's yeah. I mean, it's to the
Thing is
point
like,
that people
what
are like, I mean, who cares, man? Y'all gonna do
I'm
whatever.
just trying to figure out. Like,
Yeah,
I would love to have somebody come on that we can talk to about this. That's not going to just cape for them, but come with like a real live to let kind of help me understand like what are they thinking and
yo,
what
there's
outcome.
I've been trying to get this young lady on. I won't say her name, man, but I've been feverishly trying to. So hopefully I can get her on, and we can
I want to
absolutely.
try to reach out to this other young lady too. She's on TikTok, and she had kind of, I think I sent it to y'all, and she kind of broke it down about
Yeah,
I
the
like,
rival league,
like
and the WNBA. So I'm gonna try to reach out to her to see if she can.
let me before you said that, let me just set this up real quick. Let me just so the WNBA and the Players Association, the WNBA Players Association, they're still in this negotiation thing. So the status quo period found the missed deadline. The parties, and that was from the January 9th. The parties are operating under the terms of the previous agreement while negotiating. Some of the key issues: players are pushing for a 30% share of $350 million in total revenue. While the league is on a 70-30 revenue split. Other major points of contention include the removal of league mandated housing and car programs. 2026, despite the lack of new CBA and league, they released, as I just said, the 2026 schedule. And there's a moratorium on free agency, and it was put in place, which allowed negotiations to continue. So that's where we're at right now, right? The player 30% share of $350 million in total revenue. And that's and while the league is focusing on a 70-30 split. Go ahead. You was gonna say something?
Oh no,
Oh,
I got nothing for you. No.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. But like I said, I think it would be so cool if you guys can, and I will as well. Because I know we joke around a lot. Because we do that, we have fun with it. But I'm just really not understanding, and I'm really don't know what I'm missing when I hear their argument. Right? So like I understand everybody wants to get paid more money in everything.
Mm-hmm.
My dogs want to get paid more money, but the reality is, at the end of the day, when you look at the situation, it's like, all right, Otis, well, how much money you bringing in here, Otis?
You're a show dog.
Otis,
Yo, Otis is the show dog, man. Yo.
Otis is not bringing in no money. So I was like, how do you want more money?
Damn, Otis, you better get your weight up, homie.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're saying, sir.
Yo, Otis is not even in the Westminster? Oh, shit.
No, man, he would, man, he might try the dog. The dog like that. He's a bully.
Yeah.
My bully is a bully. So, but yeah,
I'm sorry, D. Go ahead, man.
I just don't see, when we first heard about it in the bravado in which they started their argument, right? We first took it as a joke. Because, listen, you guys have got to be joking, right? Pay us what you owe us. Nah. Right? Not trying to be funny, but this is the way they
I'm
came
sorry.
at this.
Because it was, though. I'm sorry, man. I know you trying to make a serious point. Go ahead.
I'm like, yo, come on, really? Seriously? This is what you're telling us? Hey, guys, what are you guys thinking? What? Hey, pay us what they owe us. We ain't got it. What? I'm sorry, ma'am. Do you know y'all didn't make any money yet?
And that's the point I'm missing. And this is what most people, I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all haven't made no profit. And the profit that you made, the owners got to get paid.
And I didn't say to you guys, you can miss me with this, because you missed me with it. Because I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, man.
I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know how they pay their bills at home, bro. But I know that you can't go without paying a Con Edison for those is in New York, Duke Power for those is in the Carolinas down here.
Florida lightning power down here, man. So
yeah. You just don't get to use up all the electric and then talk about pay us what you owe us stuff. Nah, that's
Paul and Von Ness would have put y'all out the house. Mama Michelle would put me out the house.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing this, man.
It just doesn't make sense to me. But
seriously, because I swear to you.
I'm sorry for laughing. Go ahead.
Argument to tell why this is what they're thinking, right? Because I'm still seeing, last season, because we are a sports podcast. So for folks, we do joke around, but reality is we do watch the games, and I'm still seeing stadiums half full, unfull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not even half full, dog. That's
So
maybe a quarter.
What you call them now, unrivaled. So and this is why things look crazy, because it's like, y'all like do know that there is an unrivaled one, right? So y'all, as my grandmother would say, y'all already cutting off your noses to spite your face.
Yeah.
So you guys are already playing in another, right? You're already doing it.
So
we talking about live, live, or nothing like that. We talking about y'all are playing in another league right now.
Well, some offers they wouldn't have to play in the league if you paid them.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, what came first, the chicken or the egg, man?
The chicken.
You paid us more money. That's not necessarily true. Because you may go and play anyways somewhere else.
Yeah, because that's human nature, right?
Exactly.
Right? We always want more. Let me just read this. Go to the other side. Well, not that I had side. Let me read just what Brianna's doing. This is from Front Office Sports. She said, and this is we're talking about a major development in women's sports, and this was yesterday, specifically when WNBA superstar union leader Brianna Stewart, who is signaling a turning point in the ongoing collective bargaining agreement talks. And she's talking about this and the league's future. So Brianna Stewart, she's the vice president of the WNBA Players Union Association. She said she's just starting to see a potential end to the lengthy collective bargaining agreement talks, and she's offering optimism after months of labor dispute. The opt-out and labor fight background, players opted out of the previous WNBA CBA on October 2024, triggering an negotiation period that dominated the league's offseason and calendar. The league's December proposal reportedly offered players, like I said before, in the other article, 70% of that revenue with a $5 million salary cap. The union counted with a 30% of gross revenue and a roughly $10.5 million cap, a huge divide still unresolved as of today. So, as I said before, they're at status quo. After missing the January deadline without a deal, both sides are at status quo period, meaning the old CBA rules mostly remain, but either side could trigger a work stoppage. Stewart, she said, she pushed back a little bit. Stewart joked how the negotiations complexity has exhausted her brain, but reinforced the union's commitment to negotiate and give meaningful improvements. Stewart also addressed NBA Commissioner Adam Silver's comments about potentially launching a women's European league, noting that while exciting, first the WNBA must get its domestic issues resolved. And then she talked about some other podcast venture that she's got going on, man. So that's what I got on that, man, on the WNBA. And
Adam Silver's not helping. He's not helping.
No, he's not.
Oh, we're gonna have a European league. What? Y'all not making money here. And that's the craziest thing. And we had this argument with Ryan a year ago, where he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna get they're gonna expand the league, get 2 more teams, and they're gonna get everybody to be on their own planes." And I'm like, "But you're not making money today. How do you go to spend more money when you're not making no money?" I do not understand that at all. Like, I don't understand that shit at all. So I'm not sure what that means.
Well, they set up their schedule. Hopefully they can come to some kind of compromise here soon, because nobody wins, man. But I just want and you're talking to a person who's been a part of labor negotiations, and not 1, not 2, but 3 states I worked in. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff, man. Some of this stuff is sometimes tongue in cheek. Some of it is people bluffing. But at the end of the day, man, you want to make sure that, people bargain in good faith, but people also be what, fellas? Be realistic too. That's all. That's all you want.
100%.
That's all you want, man. Let me move on to our last item of the day. Championship Sunday is upon us. Championship Sunday. We'll start with the AFC. This is on Sunday, 3:00 p.m. on CBS and Paramount. You have the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos. Let me just talk about the storylines for that. The Broncos, Bo Nix is out for the season with a broke ankle. At the end of the game, he broke his ankle. So Jarrett Stidham will start in his biggest game of his career. Denver could get a late season injury return from J.K. Dobbins, added power to their running game. Some of the Patriots' momentum. New England has quietly powered through the playoffs and is comfortable under pressure. Defense has carried them big moments, man, and they pretty much had their way last week with the Texans, man. Experience versus youth, coaching and playoff poise could swing the tight game. Early predictions generally favor the Patriots. It Stidham struggles, but it's still competitive, man. I'll start with D-Dubs. What's your thoughts on this game, New England and Denver?
New England, Denver, I think you got a real good defensive battle between both of these teams. I think the Patriots, but they just allowed, 19 points combined in the last 2 playoff wins.
Yes.
Denver has a good defense. Also, what's the betting odds? I think, what is it, I see the spread is -4.5.
Yes.
For the Patriots. Mm-hmm. The Patriots should win this game. Hands down. It really shouldn't be that much of a struggle for them. They should be able to, put up a couple points to get the win. Because I don't know. I mean,
X Factor is Stidham. Yeah, if he struggles, forget about it.
If Stidham struggles to get the ball and get it up and down the field, of course, Peyton says that he's going to be ready. So, we shall see. I still think that the Patriots will win this game. The defense is still allowed, I guess, 24 points. They could put up 24 points, 24-17, 24-10.
Gotcha. DA, what's your thoughts on this game before we move on to the other one?
Drake May, baby. No, I know. Drake May. Yeah, we'll go with Mr. May. And
hopefully it's not May Day.
Yeah. May Day. And they ain't got to sit them. So either way, I think they'll be fine. Right? I'll go with the Patriots.
That was a good one. D's on his comedy role tonight, man. I see, man. I'm gonna go with New England. New England's defense is tough. Denver had their quarterback, and we all know quarterback play is paramount in the NFL, man. If you don't have it right, man, hopefully, man, it can be competitive, because that's what you want, competitive game. But I'm leaning towards the Patriots, man. The Patriots, man. Vrabel, man, he's got these guys playing well. The defense is humming. Drake May, a lot of people didn't believe in Drake May, man. Man, shout out to Drake May, the Charlotte dude, man. Went to University of North Carolina, man. Go ahead.
Kev, I mean, if they don't win this game, they can't go back home, right? They can't go back. They couldn't possibly go back. DA, I mean, you lose this game to this team without their starting quarterback.
But Peyton's a good coach, and if they can get that running game popping out there,
Yeah,
with Denver,
they are home now. Denver's the home team.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
They can keep, because we still haven't seen the Patriots do a bunch of coming from behind victories, though they do have a team to do it. But I'm sure Sean Payton got a plan. I'm sure he has a plan. And if they can get Drake May off his point and blitz and get after him, then I think they got a good chance of winning. Like I said, if you don't, I would never go with any picks that Dorian makes, because that Dorian dude is horrible at making picks. So with that being said,
and D-Dub,
yeah,
you will lose your house, homie.
Yeah. If you bet it, you'll lose it. So
you will lose your house, homie.
I'm gonna say the Patriots are gonna win this game. This game is gonna be 20 to 14. Patriots get the win. Okay. Get the win, man. Let me preview the 6:30 game. That's on Fox and Fox Deportes. This is
the real game.
Yeah, this the NFC Championship game. Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These guys will be facing for the third time for the year. These division foes split the regular season, including an epic overtime battle where Seattle rallied from big deficits. Seattle's defense, the Seahawks boost an elite scoring defense and are built on pressure, a tough test for Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense. Here's the quarterback matchups. You got Stafford has been up and down versus Seattle. Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold has shown injuries and turnover tendencies. The team that manages mistakes usually wins, right? So both teams are battle tested, and this NFC title could be decided by the key defensive stops and explosive plays. I'll start with myself, man. I think this train is over for the Rams. Rams got very fortunate in that game against Carolina, man. And got very fortunate in the game against the Bears. And I think the train stops right here in Seattle. Seattle's defense is really, really no nonsense, man. And defense doesn't have to travel because they'll be at home, and they got one of the best home records, I would say, in the last 20 years, man. It's very tough to play in Lumen Field. So I'm going to say that this game, the Seahawks 24, Rams 21. That's what I'm going to say. A little bit higher scoring, but there'll be some mistakes made. I think Stafford, he'll throw a pick.
What was that score?
I got Seattle 24, Rams 21.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. What you got there, DA, on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with you, Kev. I'll go with Seattle. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Seattle. I don't give no numbers because I can barely get the team right. So, yeah, I will go with Seattle winning this game.
Gotcha. Appreciate you, sir. D-Dubs, who you got on this?
Yo, I called the Seahawks to win.
You did?
Yeah, I said the Seahawks was gonna go all the way. And I don't see, but I do like the Rams. No, I do like the Rams. I like the Rams. I like how they play. This will be the third time these two teams are meeting this season, with their previous two games being decided by what I think they said 3 points, just 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
This is that's why I asked you the score. I said, yeah, that's about right, man. I would say 20-17 ball game. Yeah. You got the running back battle.
Yep.
Walker. Yeah, I mean, the Rams are good. The Rams are a good team. You got Matthew Stafford, who's just been named for in the MVP race. I think it's four quarterbacks that's been named.
He's played out of sight this year. He did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford played very good this year. Sam Darnold also played good. So I think he's still battling with that oblique injury. But yeah, I mean, the spread is 2.5. So yeah, I'm still going with Seattle. But I think it's going to be a close game. It should be a very close game. I'm going with Seattle. So Seattle should be. I think this is going to be our Super Bowl. So I think everybody should get prepared. I think this will be Probably the best game because I think either one of these teams could take care of any one of those teams in the AFC conference. So I'm going with Seattle.
Yep. Good point. Good point. I wanted to double back real quick because you guys were on DA. Your thoughts? Give me 1 minute on Indiana winning the CFB College Football Championship.
Good team. Played a heck of a game. They're still a team. They're not a program yet. We'll wait a few more years for that to happen. I do think that he's put together a great template for going forward. I do not think that he'll be able to get all these players like he did because I think the rules are going to change. So they're an older team. They brought in a lot of players. Some of these guys are on their second, third team, right? Which is what a lot of people have been complaining about, right? But no one's complaining about it with our national champion. So we'll wait and see what happens. But they have used the system to their advantage, and Mr. Signetti is a great coach, and I'm not knocking him out from as far as coaching is concerned. I think it was a great game, but I think on the upside, I think Miami, if I said which teams look like they would be better for the next 4 or 5 years, I would say Miami because they just have so much freaking talent on that team. But it was a good game. I was happy. I'm usually never let down by college championships unless it's like Georgia and TCU or something like that. Then it's it's not a good game. Yeah.
DA, you said something. How long does it take to a team to be a program? How long do you give them to?
I gotta give you 5 years, 7 years of consistent winning. Don't mean national champion, and it doesn't mean win your conference. It just means you are a good team for at least 5 to 7 years.
And then in turn that blossoms into being a good program.
Yeah. Then you recruit. Recruiting happens on its own. Like you don't have to do anything to recruit. Kids are going there just because it's Indiana football.
Gotcha.
So and they're not that yet. So
Hey, Kev, I didn't give it too much. I was on Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shout outs to Indiana. A good game, a competitive game between both of them. Miami definitely turned it up on the second half. I believe that's when I checked out. Got life be life, and so I had to check out. But the second half, Miami. I watched the first half. The second half, Miami turned it up. Block. I think that block punt was the momentum swinging kind of sort of, and then
and then the 4th and 7 play.
They gambled for that. Yeah,
here we go again. We doing these points, man. But
Signetti,
he called it. He said he saw something in the defense that they studied all this week that they need to go down and do something like this. He said he knew they had a great successful rate in doing it.
Shout outs to him for preparation and studying film. That he had a gut feeling to go for it and he went for it. So what else can you say? But this is what I can say. Miss me with the players were too old. They had more older players. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear that. Just tip your cap and keep it pushing. That's all I got. Okay.
That's the rules that we're giving.
That's the rules.
That's what was given. And
tip your cap.
Yes.
And keep on pushing.
That's the rules we're given. Yep. The NCAA has this thing. You got 19-year-olds playing with 24, 25-year-olds. Hell, what's my man that played for Florida State? David, what is his name? The quarterback. Chris Winkie.
Yeah. Chris Winkie was 58 years old by the time he got out of Florida State.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I think he was 28 because he played baseball.
Yeah, he was 28. Yeah. He was, but he was, the point being that he was old. So, I mean,
It's different.
What we talking about?
And what it is, it's just what it is when it comes to this, man. It's the rules are not refined. They didn't break no NCAA rules that I know of.
They didn't break the rules, no.
Right? And that's what it is, man. So
and like on the flip note is, if Indiana would have lost, they would have said, "Yo, these guys are too old," and the young guys just ran up and down. Come on, man. Just tip your cap, like I said, and keep pushing. That's it. There's nothing. They lost.
Mark, he's an alumni and donor, so he put out bread to make this. So you can do it. Well, I mean, even in St. John's, I forgot the gentleman's name, who's a that's how St. John's basketball is getting ready to turn around the corner. Hey, you got some money, you got some donors willing to donate. Why not? Go ahead, DA.
I got one thing though, man, before we get off real quick.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, baseball. The
I got
Mets
something for that.
Game, folks. They are in the game. I don't want nobody being mad, right? They're throwing their hat in the ring to try to do something. Right, so it's not like, we ain't trying to win that. Nah, They said, this is what we doing. We're gonna trade. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna try to put the best field that we can on the best team that we can on the field. We'll spend the money that we have to do so, and that is that. Thank you. So again, if they win a World Series, you can miss me all. They bought their. Yes, they did.
Oh,
exactly. They bought their championship.
Yeah. I mean, you got the Mets wheeling and dealing. The Yankees signed Bellinger. I think me and Al was talking to the about the Mets. They, even though they lost, make some trades and spend some money, man. But and go listen to last Friday when Al and D-Dubs and DA was on, man. And Al makes some good points, man. Yeah, the Lakers, the Dodgers got deep pockets, man. It doesn't necessarily translate because you got to win. You got to win. You got to play the 162. God knows the injuries or whatever. We don't know what can come to transpire. So,
yeah. And Kev, I know we got to go, but check this out. So the trade the Mets made that trade, and this is again. I want to know. I wish I could get like some major league players, because I was listening to Mad Dog. Doggy is a baseball fanatic, but Doggy's on the bandwagon thinking that the Dodgers is messing up the game, and me and Alvin DA, we totally disagree. You pay to get what you want, and the Dodgers have no problems paying to get what they want. They have no issue. So if
what about the little man? What about Kansas City? What about Cleveland? What
about I don't. There's no little man. I don't. Here's the thing. There's no little
They're all
man.
rich. Everybody's rich.
What are we talking about?
Everybody got more money than me.
Ain't nobody broke there.
Goddamn man.
Who's broke in MLB?
Me?
Yeah, the fans. The fans are the only ones that broke.
Oh man, yeah. Well,
but man, enough of that. We'll talk about when we have Al come back to But that was a good move by the Mets. They got their right-hander today, Freddie Peralta, and pitcher Tobias Myers from the Brewers in exchange for top prospects Jet Williams and Brendan Sprout.
Yep.
So the Mets got their ace today.
Yeah.
The Mets got their ace today. So hey, I'm not mad. They made a move. I wish that that free agency they have a set time so we could be out the way with this. You know what I'm saying? Because we already dragging into February. Like I said, spring training is right around the corner. It's dragging, but it's getting here. It's approaching.
I think they wanted to just wait. Teams were just waiting, and then as soon as Al said it, when a couple of dominoes fell, then it started falling in line. So
yeah, and my man, that pitcher that we mentioned last week, DA, what's his name?
Screwball.
No, not Screwball. He's a pitcher. I think he's with the Houston. Oh God, it slips my mind. He's the last free agent right now on the board for as far as a free agent pitcher, and he's still out there. I think the Yankees. We talked about it. I said, yeah, Yankees might want to go ahead and pick him up.
Framber Valdez.
Valdez, yes, Valdez. Valdez is out there.
We can use that.
Absolutely. You know, he's still out there.
Pitchers.
Yeah.
Never heard anyone say that ever.
Yeah. But shout outs to everybody. Hey, one thing, Kev. Bob Costas. Bob Costas is coming back. NBC. Thank you, Lord Jesus. That's my man. I love Bob Costas. When he calls the games, man. He's good. I think he's probably, one of the best in the business. So
he
grew up on old Bob Costas. Baseball and basketball. So yeah, he's back in the broadcast. So NBC is getting it right. I think NBC is going back to their nostalgia ways. So
going back to their roots.
Yeah.
Going back to their roots, man.
But that's all I got, man.
Appreciate you, man. Part shots, we just was right on time. I thought we was going to finish early, but good conversation. This is what we do. DA, what you got? Parting shots before we get out of here, sir.
Everybody just take care of yourselves, and God bless you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
DA hit it right on the head. Take care of yourself. Get your milk and eggs, your bread, because you're going to be locked down from Saturday to probably Monday. Don't look for no school on Monday, probably Tuesday. You probably get out by Wednesday. So, y'all be safe. Hope you got the generators or whatever going. Or hopefully it's not going to be as bad as they say it's going to be. So, shout outs to everybody. Everybody be safe.
Got you. My parting shot is this. Our Sports Chasers merchandise is back live again. We had some revamping of stuff. So, hey, man, if you want to support us, man, in one of the ways, man, whether it be a super chat, we also got Amazon store of all the stuff that we use here on the Chasers, all that stuff. You want to be a content creator? Hey, that stuff is right there on Amazon for you to see. But I'm highlighting our website here with our merchandise. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see it scrolling. We got new stuff, hoodies and stuff like that. Shout out to 1-800 T-shirts, man. They spearhead this thing. We got good quality stuff here. It keeps you warm, keeps you good. The hats. Shout out to DA. DA, do you see what we got there? Bucket hat, brother. There you go, the bucket hat, man. So
that's what we do.
Yeah. So, DA would say, yo, man, where the bucket hats? So, got bucket hats on there for the ladies. We even got what we got here? Some sweats. We got some fleece. Shout out to Viness. Wanted a hoodie with a zip up, but there you go, Viness. So we're gonna make sure we get you that hoodie, man. So definitely, man. So listen, we're gonna get on out of here, man. That was my part shot, man. Listen, we're gonna get out of here. Enjoy your sports weekend, man. And hey, be good, be great, blessed, man. And hey, shout out to all the fellas that couldn't make it. To Dan, to Ryan, to Mike Mills. Appreciate you, fellas, man. Thank you so much, man, and thank you for all that what you do. Make sure you check out the interview sessions and the angry one. Excuse me. Make sure you check out the interview session. We had a good interview the other day. Where comedy and sports collide, man. It'll be out tomorrow morning, so make sure you check out for us, man. For that, man. So listen, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Warren, your host and moderator, for Daryl D-Dubs Warren, for the DA, and for the rest of the crew, man. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Be blessed, man. And take care of yourself, and we'll see you on Monday, man. Peace.
You've been locked in with Sports Chasers, where conversation doesn't follow trends, it follows the game. If you rock with the discussion, tap in, subscribe, and join the community that keeps sports real. Until next time, stay locked, stay sharp, and keep chasing sports the right way.
You're going to keep on hitting that button.